Okay, you guys, bags are packed, baby's asleep. It's so hard to be leaving her for the first time, but it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be all right. I'm gonna get a lot of words in, so let's get moving.
Let's get some sun, baby, it's time to go. All we need to put on is the radio. I can feel the heat is rising, and that beat is hypnotizing. Oh, no, we run the show. Let's get louder, come on, lose control. Got to live or we get too old. Come on, shine, shine a little tonight. Let's get louder, come on, lose control. Ain't no limit when we go for more. We can shine, shine a little tonight. Shine a little tonight.
Okay guys, this is it. I have a very nice king-size room at the Charleston Marriott. I'm on the 6th floor. It's nice and sunny outside, and they told me at the front desk that the rooftop bar and the restaurant and everything are open. So I did, as you can see, I waited in line to get a Starbucks before I headed over here because I knew I would want some coffee. So I'm going to set up down here first, and I'm going to get some, hopefully some things set in the desk or on the bed and kind of get comfortable. And then when I feel like I need a break, I'm probably going to go to that rooftop bar. It is just now 4:15 p.m. I'm getting here a little bit later than I liked because I do usually like to come before I can actually check in and go ahead and write at the bar for a while or whatever, but just didn't work out today. So I'm here now and I'm ready to get started. So let's go. Okay, I am set up. I am ready to write. I bought on Etsy, I bought this spray called Awake and Create. And it says, fill your space with energy, supercharge your chakras, rosemary, lemongrass, and other essential oils. And it says that this is specifically for awakening your creativity and getting rid of writer's block. So I figured this was the perfect thing. Since I can't have my diffuser in here, I will spray this around the room. Then I'm going to get started. So here is my space. I've got some of my favorite crystals. So this one is actually a garnet. You can see a little bit of the red coming through, and I've got a rose quartz there. My earbuds and my mouse, I'm getting a wireless one, but this is the one I have for now. I have my plotting notebook and my pencil case. I have my planner folio, which has my main like editorial calendar, which I have some notes in there, and I'm going to be tracking some things in there today. I have another pen case there that has my index cards and things in it. I also have the book actually printed out here, and I'm going to be going through that. And of course, my brand new laptop, a few more little crystals. I have a obsidian here to repel any negative thoughts, some citrine, some fluorite, a Hello Kitty fluorite, and some amethyst point that I'm going to keep on my laptop, and a fluorite point that I will keep on my laptop. And this is my space. I have my NaNoWriMo hoodie here ready to go, and this is it, you guys. I am ready to write. So wish me luck. it is 6 p.m. and I am kind of just tracking stuff in my planner here instead of on my bigger planner over here because there's just not as much room to carry it around with me. But if you can see that, I don't know if you can, I'm at 2764 words written for the day. So 6 p.m. I had really hoped to be more like 4,000 words, but I got here and got started a little bit later than I intended. So when I do these sort of hotel nights and writing retreats, I tend to set a goal for myself in terms of where I want to be each hour, how much I want to get per hour, so I can try to stay on track. So I am planning or hoping for about 2,000 words an hour, and I'm behind, but I do give myself a few times throughout the night where I plan to only write 1,000 words per hour because I know I'm going to need breaks in between. I'm going to need to eat and things like that. So hopefully by 7 p.m. or so, I can be back on track, but I'm getting a little bit hungry. My back is also hurting. I've just had so much back pain over the last few days, and I don't know what's causing it. I'm not doing anything different from normal, but somehow I aggravated it and it just isn't healing as quickly as I want. So I'm going to head up to the rooftop bar with my iPad instead and my notes and my book bag and obviously my phone and my earbuds. And I'm going to work up there. I did not bring any snacks with me this time, and I'm going to just try to pick up enough stuff kind of at dinner to get me through most of the night. And yeah, let's get going.
It's getting closer to midnight. I try to get closer to you. Drinking courage from my red cup now. I will soon make a move. Ooh, I can taste it. The bittersweetness of taking a shot. A risk worth taking. If it's a shot of love.
Hello, everybody. So it is 8:11 p.m. I have just gotten back from upstairs. I had planned to do more like vlogging when I was up there because it's such a cool rooftop kind of bar. It's actually on the 3rd floor, but it's like the roof of that part of the building, and they had fires going, and it's just such the perfect temperature outside. Like I think it's maybe like 68 or something like that, but it's just like perfect weather, just a slight breeze. I could have probably stayed up there all night, but I wanted to get some snacks and I wanted to really get some more work done. I've pretty much had like a headache and a backache forever, but I took some ibuprofen and then ate some dinner, and I'm actually feeling really good right now. So I want to maximize that as much as possible. I feel like even though I know where this part is going, I've still got some little things for character arc that I'm trying to work out. And so I've been just kind of journaling my way through. I don't have any new words to report, unfortunately, but sometimes that's just the way it is. And so often I feel like I want to skip ahead to like, I want the writing to be done and I want it to be perfect. And I have to just remember that it's a process, and sometimes it's going to take longer than I want it to, but once it's all in place, it's going to flow. So it's just a matter of getting myself to the point of flow. And so that's what I'm working on. For dinner, I had a salad and I had some flatbread, like a pepperoni flatbread, but I only ate a couple pieces of the flatbread because I didn't want to feel too heavy. And so I brought it with me back to the room. I know I have a fridge, so I can maybe eat that later in the middle of the night if I want to. I also raided this sort of snack bar downstairs. So I got some little snacks. Let me show you. So the guy at the bar gave me a full glass of water or of ice, and I bought this giant liter of San Pellegrino. I love sparkling water. If you don't know this about me, it is like my one joy in life is sparkling water, and I just love it so much. And then I got some Crunch and Munch caramel popcorn. I got some salted peanuts and some breath mints. I am going to probably sit here on the bed and do some major like figuring out some of these scenes and some of the order that I'm going to change things in. I feel like I've been like plotting and working through the puzzle of this book for years and years, which I have, and I'm so ready to see it all just come together already. And I know it's so close, but this is just this is just part of the process of getting it as good as I want it to be. So I'm going to keep working on it. And by 9 o'clock, I think Rhiannon has some live writing sprints going on in my writing sprints group. So I'm going to join her for that for the next couple hours after that. And if the weather's still nice and I feel like it, I might go back outside for a little while, but I think maybe I'm kind of in for the night. I'm not sure, but I'm ready to get to work and keep it going. Okay, so a little bit of an update. I have been spread out on the bed here with all of my little tools and just like kind of made a little bit of a mess here, but that's okay. I am just trying my best to make sure that every scene is in the right order. 8 points of view is hard. It's hard enough to write a great story that is a whole series, and when you add in 8 points of view, and every character needs an arc and everything needs to come together in just the right way, and twists and turns and ending a series, it's just been like pushing my skill to the limits, and I'm struggling because I told you guys I threw out about 20,000 words and I thought I knew what needed to change and that things were falling into place. But then when I started working on it tonight, I'm like, something's still missing and I can't seem to like make that puzzle piece fit. And I'm starting to feel a little bit panicked and a little bit frustrated. And I keep kind of taking breaks and sitting down on the floor with my crystals and just kind of meditating. I did just have one idea that helps me with the ending, like a little piece in the ending. But this little snag that I'm on, I've had such a hard time getting through it. And I've tried all the little tricks that I know. I've tried so many different things and it's just been a struggle. So that's where I'm sitting at 10 p.m. I have 3,000 words for the night. By 10 p.m. I was supposed to have 7,000 words for the night, so I'm way behind where I intended to be, which is not at all how I was hoping this night would go. And I think there's an added extra level of panic in a way because this is my first night away from the baby. This is a big drain on my husband to have both kids for the first time, and so I wanted to come out of this night with like 20,000 words or like 10 or 15,000 words, and it's not looking so good, and I'm in so much pain with my back that it is just causing lots of problems. And I hate to even do a vlog where I'm complaining about anything, but I got to show the struggle too. So I'm hoping I'm going to turn it around. I'm trying to keep a really good attitude. I'm trying to continue to push myself toward being grateful, being excited about the story. It's going to come together, having faith in the process. So that's where I am at 10 p.m. So I did not get on to the sprinting group because I wasn't ready to sprint. I'm still kind of working through. And I did actually do a ton of like reboot on these little page flags that have been helping, and kind of reordering some scenes in the beginning to try to fix the ending. And I have made progress. I have written like so many pages of notes. I also went through the entire manuscript that I have here and wrote notes on all the scenes. So I'm making progress. It's just not words progress. And the fact that I'm sitting here like have to have this book done in 10 days through edits and everything is panic inducing. So the struggle is real. I have no idea how people are writing like 10 plus books a year. I don't even understand it. But I'm trying not to compare myself to anyone else right now and just do the best I can to write my story to the best of my ability. And I will not let myself go to dark places tonight. All right, back to work.
Baby, I adore you. Maybe I adore you. Yeah, I'm feeling high and high. I'm up on cloud nine. Baby, I adore you. I try to focus on breathing.
Okay, a little bit of an update. It is 11:55, so almost midnight, and I'm sitting at just over 4,000 words. So definitely not where I had intended to be according to my plan. According to my plan, by midnight, I was supposed to be around 11,000 words. Obviously, I greatly overestimated what I was able to get done, or what I would be able to get done tonight. And I will say that often with my hotel nights, I would be at 10 or 11,000 by now. So I just think it's a matter of getting back into the groove of things. Part of the difficulty of this particular book is that I have been working on it for more than a decade in terms of this series and this piece of the story. And I just think that makes it harder than if I was just writing something fresh. And maybe I should have just like deleted everything and started fresh when I started this book. But lesson learned, it's tough. I have poured another San Pellegrino. I'm also making some chai tea, and I'm just going to keep working as late as I can, keep it going. It's 1:22 in the morning, and my eyes are getting redder by the minute, but I'm hanging in there. I've just eaten my peanuts, and I made some tea. So I've been enjoying that, and my nose is getting a little bit stuffy, I think because the air is on in here. But I am up to 6620 words, which, like I said, is about half as far as I had wanted to be originally, but I just got to keep going. So my goal now is to try to stay up and get at least 10,000 words. I'm going to push past the disappointment and just be glad that I've had still a huge writing day today, and I'm going to take that and be excited about it, and hopefully not miss too much sleep tonight. Hopefully everything's going okay at home. I haven't heard anything bad from my husband. He seems to have gone to bed a little bit early just in case he has to get up with the baby. So I'm going to make the most of my evening alone and continue some more writing. Okay, 2:04 a.m. Things are flowing now. So it took me some time to get to this point, but I'm here. And unfortunately, I'm also like starting to get really, really tired. So I want to keep the flow going, but I also don't want to burn myself out. So I'm at 9623. So I wrote about 3,000 words in the last hour, which is a huge hour for me. My fingers did not stop. I didn't do sprints. I just wrote for a full hour. So I'm going to get up. I'm going to refresh my tea and keep drinking water, staying hydrated. I'm going to probably do some stretches and take another ibuprofen, and then I'm going to get back to it. But at least I'm going to hit at least 10,000, and it's only 2 in the morning. So I have really caught up with some words. So I'm excited, and I am hoping to keep it going. It's funny, as the night progresses, my eyes just get more and more red. Okay, it is 3 a.m. and I'm at 10,422 words. And I also got a few more index cards and notes made. So I have not been writing quite as much as I had hoped. I wanted to get more like 15,000 words today, but really I'm proud of where I am. I know that I have gotten a lot of good work done. And I have been kind of debating, sometimes on these hotel nights, I will try to really make the most of, a very rare experience of being alone and having time to myself. So I will try to write until 5, 6 in the morning. But I feel like this year of being up with the baby for the past, she's 14 months now. And she has been sleeping through the night for the past few months, but I basically spent the greater part of the past year up most of the time and sleeping only a few hours a night. And I feel like I just don't have the stamina after a really rough year to push myself to stay up till 4, 5, 6 in the morning continuing to write. So I am going to call it here at 3 a.m. with just over 10,000 words for the day, which is really awesome. And I am going to hopefully get some rest. Sometimes when I've been up and thinking through story stuff for so many hours straight, I have a hard time getting to sleep. So I'm going to do my best to kind of do some stretching, a little bit of meditation, maybe even a little bit of reading, and then see if I can get some sleep. I have really thoroughly enjoyed my new laptop and being able to write on it. I enjoy the keyboard and I'm feeling super grateful for that. I am mostly going to end the vlog here. Thank you so much for joining me for an awesome night of writing. And that basically wraps up the very first week of NaNoWriMo, and my word count, let me update you there, is at 18,557. Since I am counting these new words that I'm writing on Faith Surrender, I changed my project to multiple projects now instead of just the Witch's Door. So par for day 8 is 13,336, and it's only 3 a.m. on day 8, and I'm at 18,557. So I'm ahead on that, even though it's not all on one book, and I'm going to take that as a win, and I'm going to get some rest. So I love you guys. I will see you tomorrow. Let me know in the comments if you've been enjoying these NaNoWriMo videos. Make sure if you're new here that you subscribe and like this video, comment down below, and I will see you guys in my next video.
Let's get some sun.